أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. In any race, the most critical moment is not the start, it is the finish. A runner can lead for miles, but if they collapse or they turn back inches from the finish line, their entire effort is recorded as a failure. My dear brothers and sisters, we have studied the conditions of La ilaha illallah from knowledge to rejecting Taghut, but all of these depend on one final decisive reality, dying upon this world. In the sight of Allah, it is not just how your journey began, it is about the state in which you meet Him. Today, it is the final video of this series, and we will discuss about the seal of your faith. You must realize that your adherence to La ilaha illallah is under constant attack. Throughout history, the pharaohs of every age, the tyrants, the tawaghit, the false leader, and the disbelief systems have used every tool at their disposal to lead the masses away from this truth. They don't just want your taxes or your labor, they want your soul. They will use fear, they will use worldly temptation, and they will use systematic deception to make you abandon your tawheed. Their goal is to make sure that when the angel of death arrives, you are no longer holding onto the rope of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands us with absolute clarity, يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. O you who have believed, fear Allah as He should be feared, and do not die except as Muslim. This is a life or death struggle. As the Prophet ﷺ warned, من مات يشرك بالله شيئا دخل النار. Whoever dies associating anything with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will enter the fire. ومن مات لا يشرك بالله شيئا دخل الجنة. And whoever dies without associating anything with Allah will enter paradise. If you turn back at the end, everything you built becomes dust. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warned, and whoever among you turns back from his religion and dies as a disbeliever, those are the ones whose deeds have become worthless in this world and the hereafter. To die upon Tawheed means we must carry all the previous conditions we tackled in the previous videos with us to the grave. We must die rejecting all tawaghit. We must die dedicating all worship solely to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We must meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without any doubt in our heart. We must be sincere, remain free from any showing off, be loyal to the side of Allah and the believers, distancing ourselves from the enemies of this message. And finally, we must die knowing exactly what righteous deeds this statement requires us, and we must be found performing these deeds, serving Allah and obeying His messenger until our very last breath. If a person says this statement but seek judgment from man-made laws or following the path of Taghut, they have betrayed the very essence of this statement. So knowing the danger, how do we protect ourselves? How do we ensure we do not slip when the pharaohs of our time? There are two non-negotiable pillars of steadfastness. One, supporting the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إن تنصروا الله ينصركم ويثبت أقدامكم. O you who have believed, if you support Allah, His religion, He will support you and plant firmly your feet. If you want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep you firm on His deen, you must be active in His cause. You cannot be a passive Muslim and expect a steadfast end. When you stand up for the truth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stands by you. When you work to raise His word, the second pillar, total dependency on the turner or hearts. You must realize your own weaknesses. The devils, both jinn and human, are more experienced than you. Without the protection of Allah, no one can remain firm. The Prophet ﷺ taught us the most vital weapon in this war, the constant prayer. Ya muqallib al-qulub, thabbit qalbi ala dinik. O turner of hearts, keep my heart firm on your religion. This is the secret of the believers. They work hard, but they rely entirely on Allah. We conclude this series with a reminder. La ilaha illallah is the purpose of our creation, the reason the messengers were sent, and the scale upon which you will be judged. Do not let the distractions of this life or the pressure of the modern tyrants rob you of your ending. Live by these conditions, fight for them, and pray that they are the last words to cross your lips. O Allah, we ask you for a good end. We ask you to make us from those who support your religion and those whose feet you plant firmly. O Allah, let us live as muwahidun and die as muwahidun, meeting you without changing or compromising our faith. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.